Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the False Prophets Podcast. I'm Phil Risden.
What's up? I'm Manny Perez.
And we are here, finally. I know we took a few days off, right?
Had to do a couple things, but we
do some shit. I had to do a lot of shit. I had to.
Yeah, you were busy.
I was busy. I was working. I got a new job.
That's what's up.
Had to take care of my sister's shitty dog for a while. Which is a whole fucking thing.
I don't see you as a dog sitter.
Really? I was good with dogs. I used to be a dog walker for like 5-6 years.
You used to fight them in the basement too?
No.
No, you black people are.
No, I know how to train dogs. I just get
Yo, I never had the patience to train a dog, man.
It's not hard. You just have to give a shit. I think a lot of people just expect dogs
to know everything.
To just simply know everything.
Hey, scratch my balls.
Yeah.
Scratch my balls.
Yeah. Or just to either to know everything or just to be shitty.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he's gonna tear up everything. It's like, no, he won't. If you tell him not to tear up things, and then you positively reinforce him not tearing up things.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think the dog that I had was like, I looked them up and like beagles, like they're not really like up there in a sense.
Yeah,
they're like one of like the slow breeds of dogs or some shit like that. So it was hard for me to train Diggy. You remember Diggy? Did you?
No, I don't remember.
I think
No.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, the whole thing is, you could say beagles are not smart in one way, but they're also like semi hunting dogs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they do have smarts in the way of following clear commands.
Yeah.
You just have to give a fuck.
Yeah, he used to smell shit like from a mile away. Like I'd be
outside
saying. Walking in, and he know.
Yeah, like what's going on.
Yeah, he'd know what's going on, that I'm coming in and stuff. Yeah.
Like I have my sister's dog. It clearly runs the house.
Really?
You know what I mean? It's just like she works a lot and shit, and she goes on business trips a lot.
Okay.
So it's just the dog and like the kids at the house because they're like 16, 17,
all right.
And everything like that. But yeah, he clearly owns the house. He clearly scares the children. He's an abusive father. I have no idea. He looks like a pit bull, but he's not a pit bull. No, it's like a purebred dog, but it's like a different type of dog. Because I thought it was a pit, and she was like, it's not. And she got it from some guy or something who was just breeding puppies and shit like that. Great dog, and it's one of those things where he'll listen to you and stuff. You just gotta be attentive. It just makes me not want kids. That's what I'll say. I'm willing to train dogs, not willing to train children.
Children?
What's so fucking ever? Which I don't know how Nick Cannon and Elon Musk do it.
I
really.
This guy, secret twins
that
fucking
nobody
knew about, and then out of nowhere, like, hey, yeah, we have kids.
Yeah.
And supposedly, I think she works for him. Right?
Yeah, she's like a high-ranking executive.
Wow.
Or some shit. Which I'm like, secret twins bullshit. Then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The whole company must have known. At least the whole building knew.
They know what they're doing.
It was just new to us on Twitter, all right?
Yeah. Elon knows what he's doing.
Come the fuck on. I mean, I've worked at places where when the two coworkers are fucking.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me that this bitch was carrying his twin children.
Yeah.
To term. She's giving birth to these kids. 9 months holding them in that fucking stomach, and none of them knew.
Days.
Yeah,
Right?
Exactly. Getting bonuses,
right?
She gets a commission. She didn't even make a sale. You're like, what the fuck is going on?
They leave together all the time. That's when these niggas is fucking.
Get the fuck out of here.
They fucking.
More than fucking, they had twins together, dude.
Crazy,
that's a whole lot of shit, man. So I don't fucking know. Elon Musk, he has what's the kitty count now?
8.
8 children?
With these two is 8.
With these two, it's 8.
Yeah,
Jesus.
The
fucking
last
Christ.
one was C3PO. And now it's these two. I don't know what barcode they're gonna be.
Yeah, who the fuck knows, man?
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking QR code.
QR code.
Their names are just a promotion for Arby's.
Yeah. You scan them, you get a discount on Amazon.
Yeah, what the fuck? I don't know, man.
Man.
The 8 fucking children.
8 children, man.
That makes me wonder, which one of them is going to take over the world? Because props to Elon Musk, because he does rich in such an entertaining way.
Okay.
We've had the Steve Jobses, the fucking Bill Gates is, those guys are fucking boring.
Yeah.
You had Steve, Bill Gates, all he wears is fucking, fleeces and fucking running shoes like a dork, right?
A dork.
Right? Just a dork. Like, not
I haven't heard that word in a minute.
Right? But that's like
dork.
The perfect way
he is a dork.
to like say he's a dork. He's not even a fucking nerd, or a geek. He's a fucking dork. He's like, you're such a fucking herb.
Oh, man.
Just like weird. And then you got Steve Jobs. All he wears is fucking turtlenecks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He tries to look cool with his little leather coats and shit.
He did, but it was all the same shit, though, where it's like, that's the thing. All these billionaires, they all wear the same shit. Like, who would have thought Elon Musk, his version of turning the tech world on its side, on its head, was just wearing different clothes every day.
Yeah.
Like, the bar is set so fucking low.
Yeah.
These men, aside from what they create, are so pathetic.
Yeah.
That it's just like him wearing a different t-shirt is like, oh my God,
shit.
what a renegade.
He's in fashion.
The bad boy of tech. Meanwhile,
is that a Miri?
Yeah.
The
he's
bad
like,
boy of tech?
Meanwhile, he's just wearing a fucking Hanes t-shirt.
A Hanes t-shirt.
It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
He did mention, he was just like, to paraphrase it, he said like, billionaires with one children are boring.
Yeah.
So he was just like, and if you think about it, like, almost like all of them just have one child.
Oh yeah, and and I think that's a good thing too. That he's speaking on this because he's right. There's been so many boring billionaires.
Yeah,
it's like, dude, you're the richest person on the fucking. Can you enjoy it, please?
Yes.
Like, at least, even if it's not for you, do it for me.
Yeah.
It's like we're poor and we're watching you just hoard this money
for
seemingly no reason. Can't you,
He doesn't.
That's what I'm saying.
The funny thing is that, like,
fuck being Bill Gates rich. Be Willy Wonka rich. Just buy random shit.
Yes.
Fucking, get a slide through your mansion with like loop-de-loops in it.
He is Willy Wonka, bro.
He's like Willy
this guy's
Wonka
fucking
rich.
insane. Like, he just walked into the room one day and he was just like, "We're fucking going to Mars.
Yeah,
we're going to Mars." And like, how are we gonna do this?
Yeah,
it's gonna be a ship, and I want it shaped like a fucking frisbee, and we're gonna go. Like, it's some weird shit like that. Yo, this guy is amazing.
Yeah,
I like him. And look, he was just like potentially was gonna be canceled like what 2 weeks ago or some shit.
Yeah,
he didn't give a fuck.
No,
I'm pretty sure he just paid out whatever the fuck he needed to pay out, and now he's just like chilling.
I mean, canceled. I mean, fuck off. He owns the Washington Post.
Come on, bro.
He owns a newspaper publication. He's not getting canceled.
And then he's about to own Twitter.
That's the thing.
He's really not gonna get canceled,
bro. It's like fucking Harvey Weinstein thought he was invincible, but it's like no. It's like, dude, you work in media, but you work in fictional media. Screenplays and shit.
Yeah.
This guy owns facts.
Yeah.
He has a company where he can just print stuff out.
Yeah.
And they have to be sourced and this, that, and third. But if he really wants to push a certain narrative, he absolutely can. It's a different level of power. It's a different level of power.
It's amazing, man, because it's just like his mind, the way that he thinks, like, he can create anything he wants.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Steve Jobs don't got shit on this man. Like, Steve Jobs, you remember that comedian, who was it? Oh, Bill Burr, when he was just like, he fucking hated Steve Jobs because what the fuck did he do? He just said something and, like, you had all these idiots that they had to build it.
Yeah.
I want all of this music and this thing, like, his cell phone and shit, and I laughed about it and shit. Oh, that's one of the greatest bits I love. But like, Elon Musk is one of the people that actually does what he says. Like, he's gonna do this shit.
Here's the thing, and I think he's a great salesman, and I think he has slightly, I don't want to say idiotic, but an immature mind. Yeah. You know what I mean? He likes pulling like jokes and stuff. I think you need that. Same thing with, Steve Jobs. Even though he was a little weird, he's saying like, I want a phone with a bunch of shit in it. It's like, you need that person because that person is the one who creates all the cool ideas.
Yeah.
If you lead it up to the dorks of the world, what's going to happen? I mean, think about it. Bill Gates was the richest man on earth for fucking how long? What did he really do that was like so fun? You know what I mean? Or like that really like set the world. Yeah, he made PCs and shit, but I'm saying like culturally, like truly like in our like culture, like aside from just giving us a blunt instrument.
He united us. We all hated Internet Explorer.
That is true.
So it's not like we used that shit.
He gave us MSN. Fuck you.
Like
I saved my originals. I keep it real, bro.
We had the
10
same,
toes down.
We had the same program. 10 toes down.
10 toes
We had
down,
Internet
baby.
Explorer.
Internet Explorer.
We had Paint.
Yep.
We had Notepad.
That's what I'm saying. Boring as fuck.
That's
like,
it. It's fucking dork.
Like these niggas
right.
give us like cool shit. Like
You
yes,
took the pinball game away from us.
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
and what did you give us? Fucking like Sudoku or some shit? Like you fucking clown ass nigga. Like what are we talking about? Like Steve Jobs gave us iTunes. He gave us iPhones. He gave us like a bunch of iPods. Like so many different types of shit that like completely shook the culture.
There was a device that Microsoft invented. I think it was called the Zune. I have.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It was okay, but then it was just it wasn't.
It was boring. It was
boring as fuck.
It was the boring PC version.
Yeah, like with the iPod, you could just like use your thumb.
Yeah, it had the hard ass buttons. I remember.
But this one, you had to like push the button.
That shit.
Like,
shit was big as hell too.
Yeah, man. Just to find music, I don't want to do work in order for me to listen.
That's what I'm
music.
saying, bro. It's like
that shit came out once and it was gone.
Yeah, you need those fun people, and I think that's the thing. It's like he's kind of the opposite. He's the other end of the spectrum. It's like you have Bill Gates on one side being like the dorky, boring guy who makes useful shit, right? And then you have the Steve Jobs in the middle, who's like the kind of more fun, new agey, or not more fun, just more interesting, new agey kind of tech guy, or whatever. Who's a little out there. He's into different types of medicines and shit like that. And then you have this guy who's on Twitter every day putting out memes, and just telling random people to create shit, and we're going here, we're going there.
Pull my finger.
Yeah, it's like,
up to you, like
he's so of the times.
Right? I like
he
that.
really is. He
He's
really
funny,
is.
man. He's dope. Man.
It's weird though. It's like you gotta be cautious about who you tell that you like Elon Musk.
Why
you know
so?
what I mean? I don't know. I feel like nowadays, because he's so scrutinized, it's like you got to watch out, like who you like. You gotta watch who you tell that you're like in support of Elon Musk. I don't know how to properly say that. I feel like the sentence I'm saying is really clunky and weird, and there's a smoother way.
I think it's just
for me to say that, but
like he's trying to become that guy that is so likable that even when he fucks up in the future, they're gonna be like, "Oh, Musk."
Yeah.
Oh, E.
Well, no, I actually don't think so. I think that's the thing is there's like two factions. It's like Republicans and Democrats.
And then it's him.
No. I think
he might create his own like party.
I mean, maybe. I just think there's just a whole thing of just like a lot of people, especially like liberal people, fucking hating Elon Musk and thinking he's full of shit. I mean, I live in fucking Bushwick, Brooklyn. Going out here, you tell people you like Elon Musk, that's like telling people you have herpes. Elon Musk is the new herpes. These fucking liberal, bald-headed, fucking feminist white chicks. Because it's like, like that. I wish. It's like you fuck somebody and then you turn on like a fucking Elon Musk interview.
Right.
You're like, I wish I would have known this before I fucked you.
Oh,
that you're an Elon Musk fan.
You're a Musker.
Yeah, you believe in Musk? What are you talking about?
Oh,
that's how people see it. Like now, like opinions are the new STD. It's like people will not fuck you fully, like just based on like a simple opinion.
A simple opinion.
Not even a nuanced, like hard line, like gay people aren't fucking like not like a hard lined opinion. Just like a real loose opinion.
Yeah.
And they're just like, why'd you my whole thought of you is different now. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
I could be like, oh man, I know somebody just like that. Like I have an opinion. I'm just like, I don't think Beyonce is the greatest female vocalist of all time. And people
you're blocked.
Praise her and shit.
You're blocked.
No, and then like a guy was telling me like I support all women.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like weird shit
what did
like
I say that fucking offended? He was like, how could you say that? I support all women. Because I asked him, I was like, you like Beyonce? Oh, of course I support all women.
You should know by now. You can't talk shit about a black woman on camera. That's crazy. That's committing a crime right there, bro. Caught Manny on CCTV. Tell you see even grainy ass footage in the bodega. Yeah, that bitch ain't shit. Crazy in Love was ass. He played it in the court. Your Honor, this man was clearly wilding.
Fucking gonna start picking riots and shit outside the place.
Say her name.
Say her name. Go back to your country. I am in my country.
The
fuck?
That's how it is, bro. It's like
is.
You
man.
really, bro. I'm telling you,
Softies, man. Softies.
opinions are the new STDs.
I hate that shit.
You gotta tell, you gotta tell everybody like about your opinion before you have sex,
Yeah.
and then after you have sex, if you have a conflicting opinion, you now have to tell all the people you previously had sex with.
What?
just so,
Hey,
just
by
so
the
that
way,
opinion doesn't spread.
I
Just so
I became a Bieber. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Like
you
what?
know?
Oh God.
It's like
Who else knows this?
you don't want your fuck buddy contracting libertarianism. You just don't. And to be a nice, honest guy.
Oh jeez.
You know.
Man, that is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, man, it's fucking crazy.
Age of softies, man. Age of softies.
This shit is weird, man. It's fucking crazy.
I want to talk about so like for these lonely travelers and stuff like that
Yeah,
that travel to Vegas and shit.
I feel like you're doing a commercial right now.
This is
It's like, are
sponsored
you
by-
a lonely traveler? We've all been there, guys. Just
Butt
a lonely
plugs.
traveler on the dusty trail
Oh yeah.
from
Shit, let's make it into
from
an ad.
Oregon to El Paso.
Yeah.
We've all taken that. Ran through the desert.
Have you gone to your hotel room and just seen your hand? You're like, not again.
Yeah, right.
Make life more fun. Nah, this is virtual reality porn company that's
Yes,
they're basically going into business with these hotels, these famous hotels.
they are. Yeah,
To for these lonely travelers, they can just like have virtual sex delivered right to them. Which
Yeah.
is fucking weird, man.
it's
Like
very weird.
you mentioned something about just the fact that you have to share that helmet with someone else.
Oh yeah, it's disgusting. It's like Little League baseball.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Where you think before they put on the Oculus, they have to put a hat on,
Yeah,
so they don't want
That
to
was
catch anything.
gross. Oh,
You know? I mean, and also too, you better fucking put on the do not disturb hook on the fucking door.
yeah.
Because if a housekeeper walks in while fucking Voltron's sucking your dick,
And
you're,
you're literally on your knees
you're
on
done.
your bed, and you're just like, just up in the air. Oh god.
yeah, it's like,
It's like,
Jesus
Senor house cleaning.
fucking Christ, fucking
Yo.
Christ.
Oh man, imagine walking into.
Oh my
somebody
God.
like-
Just get a fucking
Oh
prostitute,
shit.
man. I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah.
You're already in Vegas. That's the thing too. It's like, who is this for? For the guy who's in Vegas who's not gonna fuck a whore? You know what I mean? Like if we're being honest, like Vegas is pretty much truly only consisting of whores,
Yeah.
male whores, female whores, outside of even prostitution.
Yeah.
Just promiscuous people willing to do anything for
Yeah.
anything that you're willing to give, whether or not that it could be money,
Yeah.
it could be a spot on the buffet. You know what I mean? It could be a fucking free ticket to what is it? Siegfried and Roy, Cirque du Soleil. Who the fucking knows?
Oh
But
man.
there's a barter system and things are exchanged.
Yeah, with sex.
Things are exchanged, and
Oh.
I think you go there. I mean, there's a point. It's like the motto is what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And you want the thing that stays in Vegas to be you getting sucked off
by Voltron.
by Voltron? Yeah. You want to have what stays in Vegas is you fucking a Megazord. That's what you want.
What is
That's what you want. You want to fuck a Gundam.
Why you
And
keep
that's
going
what you
with giant
want.
robots?
That's who you want to stay in.
Go, Megatron. Let's go.
Yeah. Fucking
Optimus Prime.
Mecha Godzilla. There you go.
Getting pegged by
Just
Mecha
getting pegged by
Godzilla.
Mecha Godzilla.
Yuck. Oh, that is
Getting
gross.
DP'd by Mecha Godzilla and Mothra. That's what
Oh,
you want to
shit.
stay in Vegas.
A
Or you could just bang like a hot chick.
hot chick right outside.
Or you can just bang like a hot. Who is this for? Tell me, Vegas. Who is this for?
Oh,
I get
my
it.
God.
We're so into the crypto thing, and it's fucked with our heads.
It is.
We're like, let's digitize everything. and
Everything
it's
has to be digitized, bro.
fucking relax, dude.
Even sex, that's crazy. And
I don't want to come to an NFT. Leave me alone.
I still don't
Leave
understand
me
that shit,
alone.
and I don't want to. Like, like fuck that. But going back to the virtual porn shit. I love how in the article it said something like, these packages are discreetly, these helmets are discreetly packaged by some company that knows how to like package it or whatever, and
Yeah.
then like they have these robots that deliver the package.
So now people are gonna know. Hey,
So
it's the
it's
nut
not
robot.
like nobody's gonna know. Like, okay, this guy has a robot.
Yeah,
Virtual porn helmet. Like
that's what I'm saying.
you know
Like,
what I mean?
that's
Like,
what's
come
gonna
on,
happen.
dog.
Like, you're gonna have more and more dudes who have done this before. So now they're gonna see you with the robot coming to your door. Like, oh, okay, yeah, this nigga's getting it in.
Yeah. You're gonna know who uses it the most when like they're gonna be like a high case of ringworms in Vegas.
Bro,
Who just from all the helmet sharing and shit.
can you imagine how awkward it would be? Where it'd just be like you and 5 jerk off robots in an elevator.
And you're just chilling.
Yeah.
4 please.
And the elevator music. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Busy night, huh, boys?
Busy night.
really burning the midnight oil, huh?
Busy night. And they don't talk to you. They're just there. They're just there holding the
Standing
box.
straight. I didn't know we were taking the local.
Oh, God damn.
Just
Excuse me.
you and 20 jerk off
20
robots. You're the only one just like Don Draper and Mad Men. Like so like old school 1950s official elevator. Look,
God
bro.
damn. It's a busy night. Huh, boys? Oh, that hit me. That hit me. God
Tracy,
damn.
hold my calls.
I gotta see this. I gotta see this.
I gotta see what all the hubbub's about.
Hubbub.
All the jerk off hubbub.
And it's just, man, it's crazy. Because
Also, hubbub does sound like a sex act. You know, I'll give you.
you got hubbub last night.
It's 15 to 15 for a blowy, 20 for a hubbub.
20.
Yeah,
What would a hubbub be? Like,
You're like, yeah, maybe need to jerk you off. 100 for me to give you a hubbub.
like, you got a blowjob with like a butt plug with
What
a
about
foxtail
what
on
about
it.
a reverse hubbub? I don't do those anymore.
I don't do reverse hubbub.
I don't do those anymore. Honey, I got standards. All right, I don't do that anymore. She's just stretching like an Olympic athlete.
Touch your toes.
Yeah, right.
Who's gonna get hubbub?
Yeah, right. You got to stretch. It's all the lactic acid. It builds up.
From hubbubbing.
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 From the hubbubbery. From the
Oh, man.
casual hubbubbery in Sin City.
Why are you still stretching?
I'm just acting it out, All right, boys, let's running in place. Shadow boxing.
Couple
Yeah. Gotta get the blood flowing. If we're gonna really hubbub here, we gotta get the blood flowing.
God
Is that a
damn.
jerk off robot? Sick.
Oh shit! Good shit.
Dicker jibs.
Oh man. Oh, I definitely if I if I decide to go to Vegas and use one of these machines, I just hope like one of the videos in it is one of that senator that was twerking.
Oh yeah. I think
She has some cheeks.
I
man.
think that's gonna be the new Kim Kardashian video.
You think so?
Yeah.
All over. Yeah.
I heard there's an extended cut where Ray J's face is just in front of her twerking for like 20 minutes. And he's making it all about him. He's singing off key. It's like, damn, girl. Damn, that shit looked dope as fuck.
Yo,
Damn.
let's talk about that real quick.
Yeah, it was the
Man,
most trash
that-
sex tape ever.
Not even the sex tape. I want to go to the verses. I just want to talk a little bit about it.
Okay.
That was the most hilarious shit I've seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
You have a group of men from our age, our younger age and shit that basically don't sing on R&B anymore,
They don't?
trying to outcompete each other.
Oh, yeah.
And they all sucked singing, except for Mario. Mario was
Mario
dope.
was great, but I
But-
think he just has a natural voice. And then also, too,
Oh
you got to
my
think,
gosh,
these
it was
dudes,
horrible.
they've given up, they're either married or,
Yeah.
they've lived the life of somebody who's famous and has money.
Right.
So they're sitting around, they're drinking, they're smoking blunts. They're not
Yeah.
doing vocal
They're not
exercises.
doing vocal exercises anymore. Yeah.
I'm sure they can hit right keys like certain times.
Yeah.
But for that type of shit, like even me, right? Like I actually have a decent singing voice and stuff like that, and like a pretty decent speaking voice. But like, yeah, I can't hit certain things unless I keep doing like little exercises and keeping that. It's like a muscle,
Yeah.
you know.
But it's just
you gotta stretch it out before you hubbub. You gotta stretch out those vocal cords
I'm done.
before you hubbub.
I'm done. I'm fucking done. Nah, it was just
Ray J's off key for too much hubbubbery. No,
my
God,
fucking
yeah.
ribs hurt. Nah, man, but yeah, that versus was trash. But going on to that senator, man, now she's getting a lot of backlash.
Yes.
Because she was twerking online, and she's just like, what's so bad about me twerking? Like, there's nothing.
I agree. I
know?
think senators should be allowed to twerk, and presidents should maybe even be allowed to expose themselves to people. You know what I mean? I think take it one farther. We're in America, the land of the free.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't put chains on freedom.
Nope.
Right? We got rid of slavery, right? So let's get rid of all bondage. Unless it's actual bondage during sex. You know what I mean? Let's get rid of it all. Throw it out there. I say Biden should be pulling a Louis C.K. as we speak.
What?
Put it on IG Live.
You want to see my Willy Whacker?
Yeah. Come on, man.
Come on. You can touch it.
What if he was doing that? What if he was on IG Live jerking off in front of his iPhone and he just fell while standing still?
Oh no.
And that's when he comes. That's it. When he hits the floor is when he comes.
When he comes when he feels pain.
Yeah. That's like
Man.
losing balance because his old age is the only way he can get to orgasm now.
Oh my God. Yo, man.
I don't know. I mean, it's a whole thing. It's listen, I understand the whole thing of female independence. It personally resonates with me because what she's doing is kind of the same reason why I want to do comedy. Like why she's fighting, what she's fighting for, being able to do what she wants when she wants, is the same reason I do comedy.
Right.
It's because I want to do what I want when I want and be
it's
able to
not
still
hurting
make
anybody.
money from it. It's not hurting anybody. That being said, that's why I chose comedy. That's not why I chose public office to represent people. Because when you're representing people, you gotta be presentable yourself.
Yeah.
So that you can be a proper representative for the people.
Yep, that's true.
The people can twerk all they want.
Mm-hmm.
The people's representative pops her pussy at home. Okay? Okay? The people's representative pops her pussy behind closed doors.
He said pops her pussy at home.
Yeah.
That's true.
Right?
That's true. Yeah, man.
Pop your pussy at home.
It's just like, oh man, I get it. Like, again, she's a senator. You have to move a certain way and shit like that. But like now people are saying, I'm not voting for her. Is this what Democrats, have to represent them? But then I'm just like, she's just twerking.
Yeah,
like, what is so wrong?
that.
There's nothing wrong with that. Meanwhile, you have fucking other senators and shit like that they come out that they fucking touched boys or some shit in an inappropriate way, fine. And then that shit gets swept under the rug, and they still have their seat.
Well, I think that's another thing too. Is that
come on?
That's the problem with politics right now. Is that
fucking? It's because she's black. That's what it is.
Well, not even just that. It's like Republicans are too easy on their people, and Democrats are too hard. That's the problem. Like, we're too harsh on our politicians. It's like if a liberal Democrat does something even slightly wrong, then it divides a million types of people. And I can't support him now. No. We're like, a conservative person, this person does that thing wrong. As long as he's not bringing up a liberal agenda, it doesn't really matter. They'll stick with him, and that's why these people win, over and over again, even though they have crazy ideals. And I also think too, I want to say this. It's like, why is she? I get she's kind of fighting for the right to twerk, and that's
I don't think that's
it. I know, but what a time we're living in.
What if it was? Wow.
Stacey Abrams fighting for the right to twerk.
I can't.
Abortions, Roe v. Wade, and now this.
And now this.
And yeah.
Oh,
in the
shit.
case of back versus that ass up. But yeah, I think her kind of like fighting for that right, or at least defending herself. I think that's an interesting aspect, and I understand it. But I also wish that, like, if you were gonna be radical, why couldn't you be radical with the things that you say?
Yeah.
Why are you being radical in this way? And that's the thing that I think goes on a lot is like you have these people who, politicians now, that may be like unprofessional like that, or they get caught doing something. And it's like, why aren't you guys ever unprofessional in the correct way of just like, you know, being like, oh, I can't support him now. No. We're like, you know, stay being real and being authentic. I think that's a
Yeah.
big thing. Like, the reason this is a whole debate right now is because people are like, half the people are like, she shouldn't be twerking, but then other people are like, she has the right to twerk. So her authenticity of doing what she wanted to do obviously resonated with people. Now, why can't she take that to the things that she has actual beliefs in? Like, why? Like, I think right now, everybody hates on Donald Trump, and I do too. But the one thing that he did was he spoke plainly.
Yep.
And I think that's what people really, really want. And that's truly what Democrats especially need.
They're not going to do that.
And they're not, because they all come from these like uber rich, like, very, very white places where people think talking about any real issue is like a bad thing to do. So they don't do it. But it's like, I think right now the people politically are craving, politicians to call other politicians stupid. Yeah. I think words like pathetic, crazy, dumb. I think these are words that need to be thrown out more by other politicians. Because, 20 years ago, maybe you didn't need to do that. But now things have gotten so fucking zany and just out of hand. These things need to be said, because if they're not said, then they're taken with without a grain of salt. It's like all these people's reactions are taken with, put on the same level playing field.
Yeah, it's like, they always try to, like, Democrats, they always try to cover each other's, like, okay, I'm a Democrat, whatever.
Fuck your decorum. Like, fuck your kindness.
Stop trying to fucking cover up shit that people are doing wrong. Okay, perfect example. The White House speaker was actually confronted by a news reporter, and they were saying that, like, okay, so gas over here, oil and everything is so expensive.
Yeah.
Like, you guys promised to, like, go to the reservoir, release a bunch of, like, barrels and shit like that for the people, for the public. But somebody supposedly they noticed, or they realized some shit like that. There's a report that a bunch of this gas and this oil was shipped out to Europe and to China.
Yeah.
Like recently, like 2 days ago. Yeah. And then they asked it. They was like, why is the president doing that, knowing that gas is at almost like $5 over here? Yeah. She's like, oh, I don't know. I'd have to go and read the report to see what you said was true or not.
Yeah.
And it's just like, bruh, like
that double talk, man. Dude. That's a lot of shit.
It's disgusting, bro. I honestly don't know where we live in right now. Like, I wake up and sometimes I'm just like,
what is this?
What is this
bro?
shit?
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. There is that shit. And listen, I mean, that I think you're always gonna have in politics. In politics, you're gonna have that kind of double talk when they do backhand deals and stuff. Right. What I'm talking about is more calling each other out.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Somebody had, like, the news reporter called her out.
Yeah.
So now, like, what you're saying is people within the cabinet, within the house, they need to have that type of attitude.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, yo, bro, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah. Why are we doing this?
We come from a certain, like, if we're Democrats, I get it. Like, we're supposed to, like, be a certain way, but we have to be radical at times. Yeah. Like, because it's sooner or later, like, there might be an overthrow. I'm just waiting for
there definitely
but there might be an overthrow. But it's just, I just don't get it. Where the fuck do we live?
Well,
bro?
I think that's the one thing. Like, I think, it's a big problem, but it probably won't happen within the party. Right. The more practical thing is, they apply some of that type of shit when they're going, against, Republicans and shit. Like, because that's my whole thing is that, plenty of times now you'll see elections and debates and shit, and they'll let some crazy Republican dude say a bunch of crazy shit. And it's like, instead of just cutting this person's head off, they kind of just like give a look to the camera or the audience like, can you believe this guy?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can.
Because this is how far America's gone now. You need to stop with the weird fucking like rich white dude looks and fucking just say something. Like, hey, no, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
None of this makes sense. None of that you said is a fact whatsoever. Say those, like, if some people were, if a lot of those politicians were willing to, out Trump,
yeah,
he probably would have lost.
Yep.
Because they were more knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? They're more knowledgeable. And if they're willing to just be as, maybe not purely as dirty, but just calling a spade a spade.
Yeah.
I think things would have been a lot better. But I also don't think that any of us learned from it. Or certainly not any of the politicians. I mean, what are we doing now? Like, who's the new Democratic fucking nominee? I don't see anybody.
Nobody.
So, I mean, what the fuck is going to happen? This shit's crazy. So, long story short, all you senators, go out there and twerk, man. Twerk. fucking pull your ass cheeks apart. I don't give a shit. This country is fucking done, dude.
No policies being done. That's fucking torture.
I say we pull a Sri Lanka and turn this shit into MTV Spring Break, dude.
Shit.
we just fucking take over the U.S. All the have-nots, take over U.S.
That's
party in the
gotta
streets,
do.
bro. Start bumping Bobby Smurder in the streets.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
That ass.
Hopping in pools that aren't ours, nigga. I'm a hot nigga all day, yo. That's
man.
the move.
The move. For those who don't know, what Phil's talking about is Sri Lanka, like the citizens of Sri Lanka overthrew the government. So now the president is about to.
He's on the run.
Leave. He's on the run. He's hiding. But he's about to leave like this week because him. And
he was
his
actually
brother,
kidnapped by Ezra Miller. You didn't know that.
Imagine Ezra Miller.
Yeah, right. Oh my god. Just Ezra Miller in a burqa. Like, I'm here to save you.
Here to save
he pulls it out.
Just,
I'm here to save you.
Just come in this van.
Come on. He came to him in the night. Come on. Move quickly.
Fucking Ezra Miller. Yo, this motherfucker's still not caught. Where the fuck is Ezra Miller though? I honestly think he's the Flash now.
Oh yeah, this nigga.
He went. That's it.
He's in a different timeline,
He's in
dog.
a different timeline,
This
man.
nigga,
Run, Barry, run. God damn.
The fucking president of Sri Lanka is just like, who is that in the bushes? A friend.
Come on, you need to escape.
Come on, man. Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. Oh, God. That would be hilarious, man. Ezra Miller saved the Sri Lankan president.
Yeah, dude.
Man.
But yeah, he's sorry, I interrupted.
No, that was funny. Fucking imagining Ezra Miller in the bushes. Yeah, so the people took basically they took the president down. Him and the previous president, which was his brother.
Mm.
Obviously, you already know
always
money's
a good
involved.
Look. Yeah.
There's no gas and there's no like food and shit like that over there. So everybody's just like, cool.
The fuck, yeah.
Like, you guys are so corrupted, like there's no money within like the country, so we're just gonna like fuck you over. And now, like, man, it's so funny because they actually went to the guy's house.
Yeah, they're partying. They're turning up. Bro.
Yo, what was that movie? Project X. It almost seemed like Project X.
It's
like
definitely a Project X party, yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's just people throwing shit through the window
and
shit.
Oh my god, fucking doing front flips to land in the pool, that type of shit, man.
Bro, I mean,
if the U.S. would, come on, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. I'd be at Biden's house so fucking fast. Bro. I would be in Kamala Harris's fucking sauna so fucking quick. You know, chilling in her fucking jacuzzi.
Oh man,
he's waiting for her to get home. Hey, I brought a 6-pack. Get in, water's fine.
I'd go to Biden's house and try to look for his slingshot.
Yeah,
that's it. Just slingshot, Rick slingshot, man. I need to find that shit. Yeah, right.
It's like National Treasure.
For real.
It's like a crypt text, and it opens up a clue that leads to another clue that leads to another clue.
Dude, but that's crazy, man. Just imagine if the U.S. would have done some shit like that. People, like the citizens of the U.S.
That's the thing.
That's how policy they can, but policy will really, like, people will really start taking, like, you know, their decisions in this country more serious, because I think like they're viewing us as clowns all over the world. I even have friends, like, I remember when Trump was in office in the Philippines, they were like, that's your president? I'm like, that ain't my president, but he's the guy that's doing shit over there.
Well, and then it's also like, yeah, kind of fuck you. I mean, you guys are murdering every drug addict.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and then
potato, buddy. Fucking talk about the grass being greener on the other side. You just can't smoke it.
Exactly. Get clipped. Oh my gosh. Fucking people, man. It's just
giving out headshots to people vaping. You know, fucking 600 meters away.
Oh man,
fucking electronic cigarette.
Bad, man.
Shit is real, dude.
Yo, watching the news every night. I remember I'd go, you know, to the crib and shit.
Yeah.
Watching the news every night, like kids were even being like fucked up, like shot and everything in the Philippines, just because like some bullshit about marijuana and stuff.
Yeah, like literally, it was anything. It was like, if you are a drug user, you die. If you're a drug dealer, you die. It was all like it wasn't even jail. It was
even
like,
if you knew somebody, it was like they were kicking the door.
Are they still doing that?
Nah, the guy's gone. He's not president anymore.
Oh, okay.
From what I know, I don't know. I know he's not the president anymore. But
got you.
That shit was crazy, man.
That's fucking wild. Is there like a more lax policy on it now, or is it just kind of like You know,
I think
because I mean, be honest, it did help.
I mean, you got rid of like crime and shit like that, but
at
still,
what cost?
At what cost? Like innocent people died off.
Yeah, tons of innocent people. So it's like now people are just too scared to go outside.
Yeah,
so what is it?
It's different. They got to move differently now.
That's what that's what's so funny. Like I remember before weed was legal.
Yeah.
You know, they would say like, "Oh, you smoke weed and it makes you paranoid." And now that it's legal and I smoke it, I'm like, I don't think it does. I think it was just the fact that it was incredibly illegal and you get put away at any time for it. Yeah. I think that's what made me pretty paranoid.
Somebody said that it was like they're like
weed isn't paranoid at all.
It's not as exciting as it used to be.
Yeah.
Right?
You could be like, yo, for real, like I think back at how silly it was of being like truly scared, like, yo, if we're smoking in the wrong place, like a cop could just come, fully arrest me right now, and I could end up going to jail.
For what?
Going to jail for like smoking weed like I'm a crack addict who's passed out on the sidewalk.
That's crazy,
fucking crazy. And when you were 15, that was like the scariest thing in the world.
Oh yeah.
So it's like holy shit, man.
I remember. I'm telling you, I remember the first time that I smoked, and I remember a cop went into the train station, and I was fucking sweating. I was like, God damn, like, oh my gosh, they're gonna know I'm high.
Wait, you smoked in the train station?
No, so I smoked on the roof of an apartment building.
I was like, that's a way more entertaining story.
Yeah, I said it wrong.
Smoking in the MTA booth.
I mean, shit. We used to do some crazy shit back in the days when I was young. We used to kick in those doors and just start talking on the intercom and shit.
Are you serious?
Like, hey, yo, everybody on this train, suck my dick. Like, it was so weird.
Are you serious?
Yeah, them older trains, you can literally kick down those doors and fuck around with everything. And then what the crazier thing, I had a friend. This dude, so the long benches, like the middle part could come off. And then there's like an emergency latch. I don't know what it led to, but he took the seat out, right? He went to the middle of the cart. And he just threw it on the train, like on the rails, and the whole train just caught on fire. And I'm just there, high as fuck. Meanwhile, this lady was just crying for her life because she thought she was gonna die. All you saw was just smoking fire. This was like fucking like 20 years ago or some shit like that. This nigga was nuts, man.
Wow.
I don't even know. Supposedly he changed his life now. But this dude was nuts. Yeah. He was fucking nuts, bro. He's the one that like figured out everything. He used to surf on the trains and do crazy shit, bro. Like,
and that man is now Mayor Eric Adams. Because I'm telling you, you're telling like a New York horror story. I always love like when people from New York tell like childhood stories.
Yeah,
like they're like quaint and not weird as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, like, cause you're telling me all this, and I'm like, wow, he's making a great case for concealed carry. Like, you're making a great case for why white people from the Midwest should be able to have a gun and just delete anyone from the face of the earth. This is good. Because a bunch of crazy fucking kids are running around, 12 years old, fucking throwing shit on train tracks and setting shit on fire. The fuck?
You
know? Man, you guys do coke at 4. You know, you had 6 kids by the time you're 17. And, you know, no wonder.
Story of Eric.
Yeah.
No, man, but that's the type of shit that happened, man. Listen, when they started like me, I just jumped the train. But then when I started seeing like this, they were doing crazier shit than me. I'm like, I gotta go home. I can't be around these motherfuckers. Hell no.
Oh yeah.
Hell no.
Well,
man.
That's the thing. New York is like one of the few places that still has like feral children running around. Like you really will see that. Like back in the day, before the internet, before like constant video games, like anywhere, suburban places, wherever, poor places, anywhere, you would just see massive groups of kids walking around. Now you don't see that anywhere except for cities and primarily New York City.
Yep.
It's the only place. I mean, fucking Christ. You go to a McDonald's after 3 p.m.
It's over.
It's fucking, you're in fucking Peter Pan. Everyone's a child and they're causing havoc. They're burning shit. It's fucking Lord of the Flies.
Man.
Back
in the day, Lord of the Flies.
Like I do feel like a kid, if they do anything bad, they shouldn't be tried as an adult unless they're in a McDonald's. Then it's fair game.
Everything happens in the McDonald's.
Something happens to like a kid when they go into McDonald's, a New York City child.
They fucking go crazy.
They become like Super Saiyan. Like, I own this place. I can murder anybody. You know what I mean? They become the bouncer, the owner. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's rowdy.
Man. I hated those walks home too, man. When you seen like us in junior high school, it was probably like a good 7 of us of good friends, good people and shit. But once you saw that group of 20.
Oh yeah,
you was just like, man, let me tie my shoes, like,
because
I think I'm finna run this bitch.
Yeah,
I have to run for the next bus.
Let me get the fuck.
And they were waiting. They're like, all right, the first one to run, you chase after them. And I remember we ran in unison, bro.
Yeah.
Just to get on that bus, man. Just to not get. I evaded so much jumpings, bro.
Yeah, it's like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm small, but I'm fucking fast, dude. I'm fucking fast.
And it's just like fucking. This is why dads need to be around.
Yeah,
because there's just 30 children. You know what I mean? 5 of them are running in fear, and the other 25 are chasing them down the street for no apparent reason.
No reason.
Just because no one's physically at home.
That's
really why. No one's at home, and I'm mad they're not at home, so I'm gonna punch something. Like
fucking need an ass whooping, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I hated so much motherfuckers growing up, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. And it's like, but I think these kids, maybe, I am coming down on them a little harshly. Maybe they are inspirational in a way, because it's like, I keep on saying people need to rally for things,
right,
and go hard. Maybe we can learn a thing or two from
them?
These awful feral children. Maybe they've been watching. Maybe that's how Sri Lanka took over. They came to a McDonald's in Harlem and just saw the chaos. It was like, oh, we can work with this. We can work. All we need is a couple machetes and a couple of black kids from fucking 125th.
And bring them over there?
Yeah. Who got the wrong order, and it's over. We'll drop them right into our hometowns like paratroopers.
Oh, man.
With a wrong McDonald's order for one burger. Not a meal, not a drink, no fries. One burger that has diced onions when he said no diced onions. And that nigga will take over the world. That's the hood version of Avatar.
God damn.
Damn.
That was the perfect way to end this shit.
That's the destiny.
That's it.
You know what I mean? It's like
diced onions.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was cool, man. That was
man. Every black kid who gets the wrong order of McDonald's,
oh my God,
you must fulfill your destiny. Bring freedom to the land.
Shit.
Take up arms and be a pain in the ass to everybody.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
Fucking stupid kids.
I know. And on that note, don't have children. Especially, don't be, if you do, don't be putting up Elon Musk and Nick Cannon numbers.
Hell yeah. I like how you call them feral children.
Yeah, they are. That's exactly what they are. Fucking feral, shitty kids.
Oh, man.
Feral, shitty, cunty kids.
Oh man. Everybody, this is fun. This is amazing. Again, sorry that we took a little break.
That's
but we got to take a break in order to cook up something good for y'all all the time. So
there you go. And also, I mean, fuck you guys. All right, we give you 2 episodes a week. All right, most people only give you 1 episode a week.
Yeah.
So we're still keeping up with the rest of the fucking motherfuckers. So
that's it.
How about you send us some goddamn appreciation? How about you like, share, and subscribe for once? How about you fucking comment?
Yeah.
Okay. How about you spread the word and talk about how this is one of the best new comedy podcasts to listen to? Because it is.
It is.
Okay.
Now thinking about it, y'all listening to Joe Rogan, y'all listening to Flagrant and stuff like that.
And they all suck. I mean, if we're being honest, come on, they're not that great. I mean, where are you gonna listen to more white guys be vaguely racist? Why don't you listen to 2 minorities be vaguely racist and slightly misogynistic? All right,
exactly.
Change up the game, broaden your horizons.
Oh man.
And on that note, I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, man. With that being said, this is the False Prophets podcast, man.
I'm Phil Risden.
I'm Manny Perez. Peace out, people.
Peace.